Well, hi everybody, welcome back to the plot again. Busy times ahead. As you can see, we're getting some fantastic crops at the moment. The Spanish tomatoes are really starting to come into their own there now. Getting a really good crop. They take a lot of feeding. As I say, they're big strong plants, so it's worthwhile paying that bit extra time on them and giving them a good feeding at least twice a week. And this is the fruit you can expect from them. They're absolutely massive. Tonight what I want to do is take some seed off them, but I'm not going to use these beauties. I'm getting a couple of smaller ones that's fallen off into the compost and they started rotting down, so they'll be perfect. I've had tomatoes down at home for about a week now on the kitchen windowsill, so what I'm going to do today is strip them down and show you how I use mine for seed. So as I say, it's red hot up here at the moment, so I'm going to escape down home and do a bit of seed preparation for next year. Okay, I'll see you soon. Well, hi everybody, back again. You're a little bit better after a good wash and brush up. Right, we'll finish at the garden. I'm getting all locked up and managed to get a few plants for stock. What I've had on the windowsill for the last 3 or 4 days is some of the not so grand tomatoes, ones that split and fell to the ground. Nice size but perfect for seed. So what we've done, we've had them sitting on the windowsill for a good week, let them dry out. That's one of the American ones. This is one of the Spanish ones, just one of the smaller ones that's dropped from the plants. Had a little bit of slow damage to it, so that's perfect for seed preparation. Nothing as good as these bad boys here. Absolutely beautiful tomato. As I've said in the previous video, I've had the seed for about 5 years now. Spanish tomato, come from the Canary Islands, and they're absolute marvellous tomato, really big and beefy. Not too much of a ridged, what some of the Spanish tomatoes are. You can get into a really good size, and you don't get many used to the pound, and that's a fact. They're a really beautiful tomato, nice tasting, and as I say, I've kept the seed for about 5 years now, so this is how I go about it anyway. What I'd like to start with is to open the tomato up. With the Spanish ones, you'll find they're quite beefy, not too much water in them. I like to cut it up into 4. As I say, this time it's just take out the centre of the quarter tomato, peel me around the back of the skin, and there you'll find a lovely cluster of seeds. So what I like to do is just scrape the seed off into a bowl of water, warm water, as so. There you are, there's quite a few there. Doesn't matter about the flesh, and all you're left with is your quarter of tomato minus the seed. Now this is no good to anybody, so that goes in the bin. Okay, so we'll put this to one side, and I'll do that one later. And what we're left with is most of the seed and just a little bit of the juice in a small amount of warm water. Just give them a good swish around with your finger, and you'll find you can get most of the lumps out. There's a nice big juicy lump there with still a few seeds attached to the side, so we'll just knock them off into the water, which is and dispose of that one. So as I say, give them a good swirling around in your warm water, and then drain off into the sink using just a small knife or a spoon. You can find you get most of the moisture away from the seed. Once it's been in the water for a while, you'll find a lot of seed just sink to the bottom. That's a good sign. That shows that the seeds are nice and plump, nice and fat, a good weight, and they will sink to the bottom of the water. Now and again you'll get a few float at the top which are no good. But with the amount of seed that you're putting in, I think we can spare one and two that's not going to set seed. So there we are, we've got a nice bit of juice just in the bottom with all the seed in. So next step, just get a couple of rolls of kitchen towel and spread it out. It's just like a jam, and you'll find that the kitchen roll soaks in the rest of the juice. Open it right up, just like that, just an ordinary bit of kitchen towel. And as that's starting to dry out, you can find, if you get another piece of towel, nice dry piece, on the board, and you can just pick the seed off and place them onto the nice dry paper. It's an easy job. You can leave a lot of the rubbish behind, a lot of the tomato cells on the tomato skins. Leave all that behind, and just use a small knife and just pick away the seeds, and you can place them on your paper as you would in a seed tray, just in a nice line. What I like to do is do them domino fashion, one line, then in between do the next one, all the way along. Just spread them out nice and even. There we are, there's quite a few just off that 1/4 of tomato, and I'm getting about 40 seed. So they're soaking up the moisture on that nice piece of new kitchen towel. There we are, some all done. Champion soaking. Throw this piece away now. Get that away with the rubbish. What we have here, there's a nice piece now with the seeds nicely dispersed. That's about the size of a half seed tray. So you can make it whatever size you like. And just before they start to dry out, what I like to do is just get a bit of yellow sulphur while the seeds are still moist, and just a very gentle sprinkling or a puff of yellow sulphur just over the seed, and they're fine just for drying out. We can leave them to one side. And just in blue Peter fashion, well, there we are, this is the one I did earlier, and that is just the size of a full seed tray. What I'll do with this, it's nice and dry now, it's a yellow sulphur added to it. All I need to do is fold that, that'll go into a white envelope, sealed up, and it'll sit there just nice in the envelope. Don't forget to mark it. As you're doing them, write on your piece of paper, if you're doing different varieties. That's a Spanish. This one's a Spanish. The one I've just done is the American ones, so just make sure that you write on them, and then when you put them in the envelope, you know exactly what they are, so you can write on the envelope. As I say, these are the Spanish ones that I did this morning. They're nice and dry now. The whole piece of tissue is well dried out. Fold that, and that'll go nicely into a brown envelope. We'll mark the envelope, and that'll sit there till next March, so I'm ready to start sowing. Now with these ones, the American ones, I was a bit dubious at first, but we started getting some quite good tomatoes from them. Nice big ones, and they are pretty tasty. The brother likes them, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dozen a week in next year, but I'm going to try and grow them a bit different to mine this year. I'm not going to put them in direct heat like I always start my tomatoes off. Once they go into the tunnel in the April, it's really warm, and I think this is, with the American ones, it brought them on a little bit too quick. They seem to be struggling for light, even though we had moved most of the strawberry shelves down. They seem to be struggling for light and keep growing upwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grow them next year. I'm going to grow them a little bit cooler. And that's one of the bottom tunnels, and I'll have them at the front of the tunnel, and possibly have some of the nets still up, so it's letting plenty of fresh air in. But I'm going to not sow these till about April. I'm going to leave these till the last ones, about April, May. Sow them there and just grow them nice and slowly, and we'll see if we can get a better crop. These tended to throw a lot of side shoots out, even though they're not semi-bush. They are a corn tomato, but for me they seem to be throwing a lot of side shoots out, and that tells me that they had a bit of a bush variety in them. So I'm going to persevere with them. I'm going to put another dozen in next year and try them again. And as I say, I'm going to grow them a lot cooler and just see how we can get the crop a little bit better and the plant growing a lot more easier. A bit more strength in it, because they seem to be getting a bit spindly towards the top. Even though they're getting well fed, plenty of light, well watered, same as what me the tomatoes on. And the difference in the money maker compared to the American ones, it's just there's no comparison. The money maker are just fantastic, nice, strong, really upright plants, plenty of fruit on. The trusses are well formed all the way up, but the American ones seem to be a bit stunted. Some of the trusses are badly formed, not fruiting correctly, and yet they're getting the same treatment as what the money maker does. So, as I say, I'm going to persevere with them next year and try another method of growing them on a little bit slower, a little bit cooler, and hopefully that'll do the trick. We'll get an even better crop than what we have this year. So that's the American ones. They're going in an envelope now. So as I say, the Spanish ones are done now. And what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to finish off the rest of these, because there's plenty more seed in that tomato yet. And as I say, tomatoes like that, who can complain? There's a few people on my sites commented on them. Joyce and Quinn, Rod Halliwell. So if you want some seed, just give us a nod and I'll make sure I pop some in an envelope for you and get them sent off as soon as I can. Okay then? So for now, enjoy your gardening and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.